Here we have a 2022 Cadillac CT4-V Blackwing. This one comes in Summit White on jet black with jet black accent perforated leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 3.6 liter twin turbocharged V6 made into a 10-speed automatic transmission, and that gets us 472 horsepower, 445 pound-feet of torque. Come around the front end here. Absolutely stunning styling on this CT4-V. Very sporty, of course. Love the grille, LED headlamps, LED signature lights. Just a great look. And then down here, we have 18-inch aluminum wheels on these Michelin Pilot Sports. And then over here, we have the controls for our memory seating, power door locks. We have power windows, one touch up and down for the driver and front passenger. And then our rear child lock and rear window lock is a touch of a button there. Power mirror controls are here. And we can use this button to pop the trunk. Pretty good space in the door panel here, bottle holder there. And then we do get a standard 14-speaker AKG premium sound system. Electronic parking brake, just press to engage, hit the brake, press it again to disengage. Heads-up display controls, this is where you put your SD card for your performance data and video recorder. We do have a power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then we do have an 18-way power driver seat there with 4-way power lumbar support. So I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. And that's pretty much the space you get behind there. I'll try and get in here. My foot's a little wide though. So that's my leg room there. So it'll be pretty difficult for someone of my size to fit in here in the lower roof line. I have about half an inch of headroom. But I love how they have the V stitched in that suede there. And then rear AC vents, a 12 volt. View of the front. And then here's our center seat that folds down. Looks really nice though. Everything in here looks super premium. Even the stitching in the back seats, absolutely awesome. And then we have the suede headliner as well. Grab handle here. And then you've got about room for 2 small hooks to hang on that little hook there. Let's see if I can get out of here. But all in all, a lot of people that I've seen in my comments section when it comes to the CT4, they usually are more worried about the fuel economy and of course this one, the performance, as opposed to the back seat where they probably will never have anybody in there anyway. Now you can get to your battery cables here. It's still a decent sized space, and I like how we have the tray here that holds stuff from rolling around, but if you still want to keep it in the trunk, you have that option. And then underneath here, you got a few things you might need in the future. I don't really know what that is. But anyways, let's close this. And there's a view of that beautiful back end there, dual exhaust, great sound. And then we have the LED tail lights too. Just a really good look for the CT4-V. Fuel filler there. Then if you ever want to fold the seat down, you just pull up here, which you probably will because you probably won't have anybody in this back seat, but you could fit smaller kids back there if you need to. This is just, it's no SUV, so. And there is another 18-way with 4-way power lumbar support front passenger seat, which is really nice to have. And then I forgot to mention the thigh support as well. Lockable glove compartment there. And ooh, a window sticker. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the sticker for and what options come on it. So there are all of the standard features there. And then here are all of the options, which this one has plenty, including that climate package, which gives you the heated cooled seats, which is really nice. And you also get the lumbar massage as part of that as well. So sticker right at $73,935. Let's fold that back up. But an absolutely stunning look here. And whoever had this before put the tint on the side, really nice touch as well. And I forgot to mention we get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And we're going to go ahead and open the hood. And it's packed in there, but there's that 3.6 liter twin turbo V6 engine. Now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So heated, I guess it's a suede microfiber, something like that. Steering wheel here. Looks nice, feels great, especially when it's super windy and cold out today. We'll come back to that here in a moment. Now, to our audio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth audio. And then we have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility as well. Pulling up the navigation screen there. So I really like the Cadillac system here because you have certain shortcuts you can go to. So this will show the closest fitness centers, sports centers, whatever you want to find. And then everything is right in there. Campgrounds, dealerships, you want to trade this in. And then even the movies, closest movie theater. So really fast and really easy to use. And then you also have voice recognition for that as well. And then you get a Wi-Fi hotspot, Alexa. We do have dual zone automatic climate control, so you can either use the screen here or you can use the buttons and knobs down below. And then we do get those 3-stage heated cooled seats for the front. Parking sensors here, lane keep assist with lane departure there. Nice wireless charging pad down in there. But back up to the screen, this one does come with that performance data recorder. So you can start recording anytime when the SD card is in, time lapse, so on and so forth. Pretty neat. And there's a backup camera with guidelines that follow you as you turn the steering wheel, and you can just turn those off there. Now, this one does come with an optional 10-speed automatic, so you can just hit this lever here, drive, tap for manual mode, and then tap up for neutral, hit the button on the side, pull all the way up for reverse, press P for park, and then while in that manual mode, you can shift using these really nice paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And then for the radio, again, volume knob is here. You can go through your radio station presets here, or radio stations, track list, toggle that there, and then you have shortcuts for music, navigation, your phone, and then this is a back button. Then you can use this to scroll through the screen without having to touch it. So really easy to get used to. Traction control, you can toggle that here, automatic brake hold there. You get several drive modes, so snow and ice, my mode, tour, and sport, and then you have track as well. And then you can set up this V mode as well, so you can just toggle that on and off. So it'll show you the difference. So that's your tour mode, and that's the V mode there. So the exhaust gets louder, the brake feel feels more sporty, engine, steering, everything. And then center console cubby space, you have a USB-C, a USB-A, a 12 volt, and then an SD card reader, and that's what your navigation runs off of right in there. Get a power sunroof with this one. I think it was like $1,100 option, something like that. One touch slide, goes all the way back, which I like. And you can one touch close it as well. You can tilt it if you want to, and that's over here. And then universal home remotes there, premium dome lights up here, OnStar. Quick view of the back seat from up here. And then back to the steering wheel, we do have the adaptive cruise as an option here. We can toggle that there, and then you can hold the button and go to regular cruise, if it'll do it. Or wait, I'm hitting the wrong button. So hold this here for regular cruise. So once it's on, hold that X, and then it'll put you in the regular cruise control. Sorry about that. And then regular cruise, you could set all that, heated steering wheel, collision alert, gap adjust, or the same for the adaptive cruise control. Bluetooth also serves as the mute button here. Voice recognition, that's that V, so you can toggle that. And then to the right side, we have our track list or radio station presets. We can go through there, and then volume controls are here, and then you can use this scroll bar. Also kind of serves as an enter button, and then you can use these arrows, and all that's that gauge cluster there. And I like how it's set up where you can configure the right side, but all the important stuff is on the left side. So turbo, the time, temperature, fuel economy, and then the tire pressure. It's nice to have all that set up there. And then you can actually toggle your traction control here, which is really neat. Dry, wet, inactive, sport, and then you have 2 race modes. So we'll leave that in sport there. And here's your push button start. And finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But now it's time to go ahead and take this CT4-V Blackwing out on the road for a quick test drive. So I'm kind of messed up. You can actually configure everything over here, and then you can put it on that left side. So you can take that off, and then let's put that over there. So you have an info tile selection, which is that first tile on the right side of the gauge cluster. And you can actually control what you see there. Just FYI. So of course the shifts are really quick, and on this beat up road it's just a little loud in here, but the car masks all of that in a good way. It sounds incredible. Got a little bit of space behind me. Here we go. So pretty quick. I'm gonna put it in a drive now. I had it in manual mode. Still in the V mode. Let's see how it gets up. Yeah, the 10-speed shifts like in most V cars. Lightning quick, and I love the sound it gives off. So I have the adaptive cruise on now. Lane keep assist is on. And even in the V mode with the stiffer suspension, not a bad ride. It's definitely a sports car ride, but let's see what happens when I put it in a tour mode. And surprisingly quite a difference. It almost seems like it got bouncier. So that's pretty impressive. It's a lot less stiff. It's still a CT4-V Blackwing, so it's still stiff, but not like it was in that V mode, which was pretty incredible. But just a super fun car to drive. It's absolutely bananas. Just the sound you get and the pull you feel from that twin-turbo V6. Now the heads-up display that's in front of me, I don't know if y'all can see it through the camera, looks really nice. Very colorful and very high definition. And I like the positioning of that compared to how low the seat is for me, and then where the position is of the steering wheel. And it's really easy to adjust because, of course, you have an 18-way power seat and a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. So if the steering wheel is ever in the way of the heads-up display, pretty easy to fix. And still quick in the tour mode as well. But in terms of competition, first cars that come to mind are gonna be the Audi S4. I don't know if there's an RS4 or RS3, I get confused with those. But the BMW M3 as well, I think would be a pretty direct competitor. Everything else is kind of hit or miss. I can never tell, but the M3 and then Audi's RS line has been around for quite some time. For me, this is in a class of its own though, because even though it's fast, I still feel like I'm in a luxurious Cadillac, whereas in the RS, Audis, and the M3, I feel like I'm in a driver's car. So depending on what you're wanting, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, but this still feels luxurious, from the features to the looks to the interior quality. Everything still feels Cadillac, so I'm glad about that. And I wish I had more time with this vehicle because it really is quick. There's a learning curve though, having a 3.6 V6 twin turbo as opposed to a twin turbo V8 or a turbo V8 or even just a naturally aspirated high horsepower V8. So it just drives differently, but it's still quick, super quick. And for me, this would probably be the better option as opposed to the M3 and the RS3 or S4, just because I feel like I could daily drive this because there are so many suspension settings. So whether you want to go to the track, there's a mode for that. If you want to commute to work, there's a mode for that. And you're still getting 24 miles per gallon highway, 16 city, which is pretty good considering what kind of vehicle this is. But a lot of that comes from having a natural, or I shouldn't say naturally aspirated, a twin turbo V6 as opposed to just throwing a V8 motor in, or having a higher output, higher displacement, and then suffering fuel economy. So like that they did the twin turbo V6, and it's just it's a fast, fun car if that's what you're into. But this will bring me to the end of my review of the 2022 Cadillac CT4-V Blackwing.